Okay, so thank you so much for joining us. I'll try to give my value to today's speech. And before we proceed, can I ask to shut the door? And one more person is coming. So I decided to start with who I am, for you know better about me. And I will click the next slide here. Okay. So we all bear a lot of roles, actually. And I put 1/4 of my roles for you today to understand that we're very different people. And we do a lot of things. We are moms, sisters, daughters, community builders, entrepreneurs, etc., etc. And I think it's very important and fair to tell about it. And I also would like to ask some questions to get to know about you. So you can just raise your hand, meaning yes. And the first one, do you consider yourself a community leader? Just great. Would you are you on that step of your way now that you would like to join some community? Okay, thank you. And maybe you would like to create one, to create your community. I put here the definition of community from Wikipedia, which says it's a social group with shared characteristics, whether it's geographical location, common values, culture, religion, or identity. But I also put something I had in my head without looking or asking ChatGPT or Wikipedia. And I would call it that community is a tribe of people who share the same interests, they support you, and sometimes it can feel as a second family. I've been doing a lot of research about communities because I'm also involved in co-workings, and actually I have co-written 2 scientific books and journal, and I always forget about it. So I worked with researchers a lot, and there I found out about Dunbar's number. I really hope you never heard about it, but you will take something with you today. So there is a theory that there are, as you see, weaker ties and more investment in the relationship. And we as people can bear 150 people, like knowing who they are, what's the name of the dog, and it is called a tribe. So you know, it's like acquaintances. You can bear in your head 150 people. Then something 50 can be called as a clan. You have deeper connection, you know more about these people. And then you go to super family and close friends, where you have, of course, more emotional connection. For me, there is no word community, as you see here, but I would call it something in between of clan and a tribe, but more closely to clan, like 50, 30, 50 people. You surround yourself, and you can call that you are part of this tribe, of this community. It's a very interesting number, and I want to comment on it, because I used to have Facebook with 5,000 friends, and I'm from Ukraine, and when the war started, nobody from these 5,000 friends helped me. So I was very open, and I'm very open, but I start maybe thinking about deeper connections with the people, and it's just impossible to have it with a bigger quantity of people. And also, as I said, I want really to bring something new to you today, but somebody might know it. Have you heard about blue zones in the world? It goes actually from Ikigai book, which was super surprising for me because I was thinking I'll read about Ikigai, Japanese, Zen, and then first or second chapter, it tells us about blue zones. Basically, it's a place where they say people live more longer and more happier. And people also made the research, why is it so? And they say there are 5 reasons for it. And they call it 5 reasons of Ikigai in this book. So it's stop eating when you're full, like 80%. If you feel you start being full, don't eat the last piece. The second, and as you saw, it's like 2 islands in that blue zones. So they eat mostly plant-based diet. And it's called, if I'm not also mistaken, something which plants in around 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers around you. The third one, they move naturally every day, mainly because they're actually farmers. The fourth is they belong to a strong community. And the fifth, they have purpose and positive mindset. Coming back to communities, it's like, if you take a look here, we have Italy, and they usually live in big, big families with like a lot of grandmothers, grandfathers. It takes a tribe, a village to raise a son or a child. So it's like originally like that. But also, it's interesting about Japan, Okinawa here. They say they have also community culture, and they do some contributions to the community. And at the end of the year, they choose the family who struggles a lot, and they support them financially from the community. Really, it's really working somewhere in the world, and gives to the people who belong to this community just less stress, that they are not alone. As my topic was, how did I do it? So I decided to put a slide how to build a community. Even I don't have a working algorithm, and I believe nobody would give it to you from any community leaders. But as anything you would like to do, I would start with the why. For example, I do a lot of also events. I'm an event manager, and if somebody comes to me and says, let's do an event, I say, okay, it's a nice instrument, but why? It takes a lot of money, a lot of resources, especially it's an offline event. You can do something easier online with less your resources or your team's resources. So why would you like to do it? Why would you like to have it? It's back. And my why actually might sound strange to you, but I will explain. Again, coming back to, I'm from Ukraine, and I used to have a lot of WhatsApp chats or Telegram chats like 3, 4, 5 years ago, which will irritate me. I mute them, I don't like them, I don't trust them. But when the war started, they were the only source of up-to-date information, which border is open, where to find a flat, where to find this and that. So I switched myself now, and I'm the one who will join any new chats in any new cities, because I understand it's the source of the new information which I can really trust, because it took time, so like days, weeks, to deliver some information on TV already, and you don't trust it because it's some information they want us to be heard, but you believe the people and you trust the people. So when I come here to Europe 3 years ago, I understood I needed a tribe. And as I'm quite, I would say, stupid, it's better to join the community. It's less work to do. It's the hardest way to do your own. And so I was very, how it's called, a lot of adrenaline, I don't know. I decided to do mine, but it was not intentional because, as said, I'm an event manager. I just started doing events, and with time we start having WhatsApp groups, WhatsApp chats. It's only for the people who've been to the event. But somehow people start giving me the feedback that they feel it's a community built on the events, even we do just that. So that was my why, to feel I'm not alone here in Europe, and I have some little tribes, little communities here. And I wanted also to put that you're already part of some community. For example, I am in a chat of families of my children's school. So it's community for me. They ask me where to go, what is good, what is bad, where to buy pink shampoo for the children, all these things. So it's already your little community, which maybe you don't think it is. Or it can be the church, the paddle games, and condominium chats, etc., where you feel some support and you feel that you are not alone and you have some like-minded people. Okay. I've been doing some events, and the girl from London, she built a London tech community. She gave a very nice rule. I would say it unites people who do a lot of networking, and it unites people who do a lot of community things. It's giving before you're asking back. The hard part in community, you should give, like with children raising. And actually, I would say I will never ask it back for something. But you just put water into this tree, and again, like children, if you are successful, it might pay back, but you never wait. You don't wait. You just feel that you want to give back, and you want to do it. Coming to the Tech Connect, which as said is built only on events, I put the QR code here. These are the cities we've been doing, and I did my math last year, and in 2 years we did more than 30 events in actually 14 cities, which was insane. I was traveling twice per month on adrenaline again. Now I've been doing a bit slow. I have more connections. Bless you, and that's the truth. I'm more wise. I do 1-2 events per quarter or per half year. They're more selected, but I already built my little tribes, my little ecosystems, and actually half of the way I wanted to quit last November, and I had like a choice. But I started talking to people, and I understood that I need to be public, that it's very hard to me. And those communities who are supporting me, who are asking me in those cities with active leaders and active people, they are thriving, of course, more. And they actually should work almost by themselves. And that's why I put here that I think the community success, my humble opinion, it's about chain reaction. When you do something and it's like, you feel the shift. Even with some events, I feel the shift for the city of Porto, or for the ecosystem of Porto, because I know somebody I met somebody, I made a network, and something happens. They will not even come to me, but I know that was a spark on my event or something else. For me, it's enough to sleep good at night. So it's chain reaction. The second one is 50-50 rule. As I said, you do. And as of now, I'm waiting from the cities. And for now, more active Amsterdam, Lisbon, Valencia, and Zurich, meaning they are asking me, when is the next event? What can I do for you? I have a location, I have a partner, I have a speaker, I want to be a speaker, I want to help you in reception. I did like minimum, I think, 7 events in each of these cities. And I needed to pause and to come down and see how it comes back. And I believe in those cities it comes back. Again, Amsterdam. It has so many events. I was never waiting. They need some Tech Connect from Vika in Ukraine, who lives in Portugal, to fly there and to do some magic. But they are the most active, giving the locations, giving the speakers, and like supporting me. So this is a true community. When you are not the only one pouring water, they also do their job. So I believe this is the success of it. And of course, strong local leaders who are, again, being proactive just on volunteer basis. Well, like what you do, how can we support? We want to be the local leader. We want to do this and that and that. Let's have a call. When is the next event? And very irritating, and I have to answer them. But that's how it's happening. Otherwise, it would be much harder. I think it's almost impossible to do yourself. I also put other communities I like, and I'm very stressed now I didn't put Test Tribe. There are 3 communities I adore, and I want to put the QR codes, and actually Inês Santos Silva, co-founder of Portuguese Women in Tech, she'll be speaking soon here today, so you can follow the page, follow what they do. Actually, as I was looking at them, they don't do so much things. But they do some specific things each year. Everybody knows, and everybody is waiting. Couple of networkings per year. They all have their jobs. They cannot do it full time. The award and something else. And they are very easy to expect what they are doing, because they do it voluntarily. It's a little team, but I don't know for how many years. 6, 7, they just do the same thing very constantly. So really advise them to you. The second one is Matosinhas Tech, which is called Matosinhas Tech, but it's quite wider. They also do a lot of events now, and I like their approach. And I like their approach, and it's also based on events mostly. But I feel, I don't know, I just feel connection. And I cannot be silent now. We have Alan, who will raise a hand from Test Drive. But I never was to your events, I just know you. But if you want to ask or to join or ask him something, this is a great example of community leader here. And I wanted so much not to bore you that I put question signs. If you have some questions, you can ask me. And basically, I'll be happy to answer. I need so much light in my eyes. Anybody has any questions? Or I'll start asking people like Paulina, do you have questions? Paulina she's doing yoga and she has WhatsApp group with yoga community actually. And if you have a question, I can answer. How to boost it? How to make your community, I don't know.
For me, it's important to do what you like to do, to help people, to, I don't know, if you have some goal. For me, goal is to be healthy, happy, and enjoy your life every day. Yoga, of course, helped me, and also nutrition. And recently I talked with my friends in Ukraine, and they say, we are following you, and we would like to live like you, yoga near the ocean, and it looks like very, for them it looks like easy, and for me it's very inspiring every my day. So I invite you to join yoga classes, Kanga, fly yoga.
She paid me for this. But she's my friend and I did a lot of yoga. Yes. But I would like to say an example. She didn't know much people. She started WhatsApp group. It was 0 person, 1 person, 3 person, I don't know, 150 person now. And I believe what is good that you have consistency and schedule. Yeah. And it's where, again, coming back to kids. I don't know why, but community is like kids. You do the same schedule, you do the same routine. For example, you want to make a community. Just do last Thursday networking, but don't change never. You cannot do, find a person who will do it. You put it in the mind, because consistency is about trust. And what is cool about community is that we gather a round of people who trust you. Whatever you say to them, it's 20 people, 30 people, 100 people. There's a high level of trust in any community. So being consistent is very important. It's better to do nothing and think about it 6 months on your strategy and just do then 1 event per month than promise at the beginning 100 million things and to fail. In this case, it will not help you. And that's why, again, I like the Portuguese women in tech. Sometimes I'm looking at them like, I would do much more if I was the leader of Portuguese women in tech. Yeah, for 3 months. And then I would collapse. That's what I like. They do like 3 things or 4 things per year. It's like very serious management and plan. And there is with each year, if you follow them, you can see more trust, more partners, more people, because it looks like slow for me. But at the end, in the race of a rabbit and a hedgehog who was there, they win because they were very slow and consistent. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, thank you. Talking about consistency with your WhatsApp channels. So I'm here with Founders. We're a hub for community of scaling startups. And how do you keep the WhatsApp thread healthy and avoid spam? Because a lot of the time it's people selling themselves or selling their events and their things like this. But how do you ensure that you create this consistency of value within the WhatsApp channel?
I'm not the best answer now because I'm not in the best level of my chats. They exist, but mostly I announce events and something around events. I had some situations with people promoting them or spamming. I just deleted an option that somebody can test, then can somebody publish there. But it's not the best option. My idea now and the path I'm going now is to make more proactive the local leaders, that they're suggesting something a part of our events. Just let's go drink beer or let's go to a co-working place, test something. But this one, I didn't find it until I just said only our community leaders can do it, which is not the best, But in some scale, with a lot of people, it's very hard to manage.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. Any more questions from Spain, for example, company? I have 3 friends here, and I feel like they are supporting me. If you don't have questions, it's fine. You sure? Because we'll go just for the last slide with my favorite phrase. Be the change you wish to see in the world, and each time I'm irritated something is not existing, I'm creating it, or I'm at least doing it, or I'm leading by example, trying my best too. And as said, even something intangible, which is not, like somebody will not understand that happened before because I put this seed, but I know this happened because of that. It's enough for me in this community things to know that I light some sparks, some people met. Again, because I remembered Malaga, when we were in Malaga, I was approached, but I was shocked. They told me, we're the only one English-speaking tech community event 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, really? And I felt so much actually responsibility because there are a lot of expats, a lot of English-speaking people, and I flew there just because I had friends there who had a company and decided, let's do this event. But when I understood that it's very important for the ecosystem, come on, like I don't know if it's still the true, but I've heard this feedback from the local, actually, tech community, only Spanish, and they were just struggling to start something doing English. So maybe I was a little brick when in 2 years something happens, and as said, it was enough for me now to reflect on it as a good step. If you don't have questions, I like being on time. We have 1 minute left. And thank you.